Good morning. My name is Joe Pavzicki. I'm Regional Manager for High Schools for the American Red Cross. And I just want to take a couple minutes to ask you to give blood when we're coming back on April the 19th. To give blood, if you remember from the fall drive, you need to be at least 16 years old. If you're 16, there is a parental permission slip you'll need to bring us back. So 17, 18, 19, you don't need that. The weight, if you're male, you need to weigh at least 110 pounds. That's never changed. But if you're a girl, it has changed. If you're at least 5'6", you need to weigh 110 pounds. But if you're shorter than 5'6", it goes up a little bit per pound. It's 115 for 5'5", 118, 5'4". It goes up a little bit by inch. And that's because of an issue where we don't want people not feeling well after giving blood. So last year we changed that at the Red Cross. And the great thing is that smaller girls feel absolutely fine after they give blood. The bad thing is that the way I estimate it, we lost about 4,000 units of blood from one school year to the next year because students who could have given blood the year before now couldn't. So we have the weight charts, and please ask an NHS member. We'll go through that with you and you'll see exactly what the weight is. The last thing is you cannot have had a tattoo in Pennsylvania for the last year. If you got a tattoo in New Jersey, you're okay, you can give blood right away. They're the three basic requirements. But the problem is only 5% of Americans give blood, that's it. So 5%, so look around your classroom now. If there are 20 of you in the classroom, one of you is giving the blood for everyone. That would be one person giving blood for everyone if we had a car accident or got sick or had a premature baby. And then the reason that when I hear this most of the time from a school, I always hear the reason people don't give blood is that the people are afraid of needles. Well, that is one of the reasons, but it's not the #1 reason. You gotta just take it from me, it doesn't hurt to give blood. What you do is you feel a pinch. After that pinch, you lay there about 7 or 8 minutes and you don't feel a thing. So a lot of people don't give blood for that reason, but it's not the #1 reason. The #1 reason is nobody asked them to give. And that's why I'm here this morning to talk to you just for a brief minute, to ask you to give blood. Because your blood's gonna go a lot of places. The first place we think about are car accidents. First thing, any type of a trauma. Also, sickle cell patients use an awful lot of blood. Sickle cell disease, if you know what it is, it affects 99% of the patients are African American. So if you're an African American donor, I can pretty much guarantee you your blood's gonna go for a child with sickle cell disease. But where most of the blood goes, and a lot of people don't know this, most of the blood actually goes to cancer patients. And if I was in your classroom right now and asked you to raise your hand if you had someone in your family with cancer, I'm sure most of the hands would be up. That's why we constantly need blood. That's why this is our second time here this year, and we're asking you once again to donate. So if you gave in the fall, you can certainly give again, and a lot more people now have turned 16 years old and can donate blood at this blood drive. And one more thing I wanted to really emphasize today is that right now, and I'm recording this earlier than the April 19th, the April date obviously, but right now in March, the American Red Cross is in a national blood emergency. This has only been called twice in the last 12 years, and that's because of all of the bad weather that has been going around across the country. Because so much of the country has been affected by weather, a national emergency is called, which means we're not bringing in enough blood for the hospital patients in the country. You can do a big part in helping us get out of that national emergency just by reaching your goal. We're looking to collect 190 units of blood at your blood drive that's coming up on April the 19th. And just by you hitting that goal, you're gonna help us, the region, and the country get out of this national blood emergency. So I'm asking you, please, most of you probably know someone who's already used blood. So many of you gave when I was here visiting your drive in the fall. It was a fantastic drive, and I hope you come back and come and give blood again. So you're going to be asked to give blood over the next week, 2 weeks. Sign up. Sign up and be a part of this blood drive coming up April 19th. So on behalf of the hospital patients, thank you from the American Red Cross. Thank you. Thank you for giving blood. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for saving lives.